Hey babes, it's Jamie Girl here, and I'm back for Boob Job Thangs number 2. This is the second video of a 3-part series about boob jobs. If you missed my first video, go ahead and go to my last post, or go ahead and look at my YouTube. I'll have all of them available in one playlist. This particular video is going to be on prep for the actual surgery and what you can expect day of your surgery. So first things first, when you've confirmed your date and you're actually gonna do it, you are gonna have a ton of paperwork you probably already read, signed off on from your doctor. This is gonna have a lot of do's and don'ts, what to expect, appointments, all kinds of information. I'm not gonna go over that because that is going to be specific to your doctor, and they will give that to you, and you would have read all of that. A lot of things you can and can't do, things you can eat and things you shouldn't eat. What I want to go over is all the stuff that people don't talk about. I got you. So other than that, one thing you want to make sure, and friends told me this, is you want to make sure you have someone to take you to your appointment and pick you up, take you home. You also want to make sure that you have someone that's going to be there to help you with everything the first 3 to 5 days. Always prepare for the worst situation because you will be thankful for it. And if it's not that bad, then even better. So make sure you have those 2 people for sure. The person that's going to be helping you for the first week or so, make sure you're very comfortable with them. They may have to get down and dirty and help you with all types of things. So make sure it's a close friend, a hubby, your girlfriend, whatever. Make sure it's someone you're completely comfortable with. So after you have that done, there's a lot of different things to think about and prep for. Your body, for one. You want to make sure you start to be a little healthy. If you aren't already healthy, make sure you're healthy. You want to make sure your body is strong, healthy, fed with good food, not processed, more whole food, so that you can recover better and faster. Also, make sure you have a little more greens, whatever helps you with a better digestion. Unfortunately, most people get a little constipated after the surgery just because of all the drugs, the anesthesia and whatnot. So make sure you're healthy up until that point. But also, some people buy stool softeners. Sometimes the doctor will tell you this, sometimes they won't. So that's something to think about. If your doctor doesn't give you one or tell you to, you might want to have one nearby just in case. Going into your household, your body is ready, you're being healthy, you're ready for recovery. What do we do with our house? So there's a lot of things you won't be able to do. So if you have a month, a couple of weeks, a few months, I want you to think about everything you're doing on a daily basis. And if you're moving your arms like this, you won't be able to do it. Again, always make sure you prepare for the worst situation. So if it's not that bad, then awesome. But if it is that bad, then thank goodness you prepared. So everything that you need to do this for, holy crap, yeah, make sure you make that situation easier. Grabbing something from a high shelf, right? Like maybe 2 days right before your surgery, start to bring everything down so that you just have to do this. Think about if it's more than 1 to 2 pounds, even a flask, you're not going to want to carry it. Your laptop, you're not going to want to carry it. Your purse, you probably can't carry it, right? Because it's going to feel uncomfortable. Again, everyone's different. So again, prepare for the worst. So pay attention. A month out, everything that you're doing this, moving your arms. I don't know where your incision point is going to be. So that's also going to matter when it comes to recovery and mobility. For me, my incision was under, but I had drainage tubes in my armpit. So I was so uncomfortable. I was able to do pretty much everything, but I was very uncomfortable doing a lot of things. So prepare for the worst case. Make sure toothbrush, everything is down here. You're gonna pick, and I would recommend pick 1 to 2 areas where you're pretty much gonna be sitting for the first couple of days to a week as you recover for that first week. Make those areas like, set it up. Have chargers nearby. Have a fan. If you don't have AC, have a fan pointing already directly at that seat. Make sure it's an easy seat to get out of. You have to think about also this, and also like pushing to scoot out of bed. That may be hard because you're using your chest muscles and they're recovering. So things like that are going to be hard. So make sure you're sitting in an area where you don't have to be scooting and pushing and pulling to get out of your seat. If it's your bed, make sure you set up pillows so you're sitting up, because laying down is probably not going to be as comfortable when you get your surgery or after your surgery. Yeah, so again, think of all these things. Everything you're using here and pushing and pulling, just think, I will not be able to do that, so how can I make this easier for me? If it's something that you literally need to have your friend or your hubby help you with, awesome. Thank goodness they are there for you. But when they're gone and it's something that you need to be able to access, like food or like, you know, toothbrush or toilet paper, make sure it's just easy for you to get. Who cares? You can fix your house later. On the day of the surgery, you will be so nervous. You probably won't sleep. Hopefully you will sleep, but you're also going to be very excited. Don't be nervous. Take those long, deep breaths. You'll probably have to be at your doctor's office or the hospital 1 hour before your appointment for all the prep work. Once you get there, every doctor is kind of different, but generally once you get there, you fill out any other papers you need to, maybe pay for any last things. They'll take you into a room. You'll dress down into what they give you to put on. From there, they will take you to where, if you aren't already, where you're going to have your surgery. From there, you either wait or lay down. The anesthesiologist will come in, administer it. 3, 2, 1, you'll wake up, and all of a sudden your friend is there to pick you up. Beforehand, when you get to the doctor's office, they'll usually take your friend, hubby, boyfriend's information. They will call them when you are ready to be picked up. That can be anywhere from an hour to 3 hours, depending on the person. They want to make sure that you are up before you're taken home to make sure everything is okay, because you were just put under with anesthesia. So that may take a couple hours, but that's why they take your friend's information so that they can call them when you're ready. So that's something to let your friend, hubby, boyfriend know when you ask them to drop you off and pick you up. And after that, here we are, road to recovery. So that's all for this video. I didn't want to go too deep into it, but there's a lot of things that a lot of people don't really think about. If you have more questions about prepping, I'd be more than happy to answer. Feel free to comment below, or also go ahead and DM me. I'd be more than happy to share with you anything. I have one more video, number 3. This one is going to be more of the recovery. So day of, boom, you got home, now what? So it's going to be a lot about recovery and all the other things to expect when you're recovering, as well as answering any questions, any other questions I didn't already answer from you guys. So again, put your questions below. Message me if you don't want to be seen asking me a question. No problem, they're all going to be anonymous. Message me, ask me all the questions, and I will answer them in my last video. If you missed that, I'm going to be doing a little Q&A in my IG stories, asking for any other questions later on too. But again, I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. I want to help you. I went through it and I know it's kind of scary, but again, if you really want to do it like I explained in my first video, you do you, boo. You do you. So thank you so much for joining me. Again, stay tuned for one more video coming up very soon. If you missed my last video, go to my last post. If we're on YouTube, make sure to look in my playlist, and I'll have all 3 there when they're all done and ready. All right, guys. Well, I will see you soon and have an amazing day.